Where are the Marcel Sabitzer lovers out there? Where are the Christian Eriksen lovers outside there? Guys, it's like today I'm dropping something in your pipe to smoke on it. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where you watching us from? I'm vibing. Second video of the day. Sabitzer has really gone ahead to start convincing Erik Ten Hag, and Ten Hag has gone ahead to speak it out. And you know, when such news start coming in through, I just feel like standing up and dancing, guys, a little bit, because guys, the way I love United to retain Sabitzer, it's really insane. So after that, even Ian Wright, a former legend at Arsenal, you know him, he works at the Premier League production, BBC Match of the Day, and very many others. He has gone ahead and really had a say about Sabitzer's performance as far as the beautiful game of football that United played yesterday at Old Trafford against Brentford was concerned. And lastly, we are going to talk a little bit about the trio of Manchester United that Erik Ten Hag is going to talk about, and it's all about the attacking trio prowess. So let's smash the like button, guys, comment and share, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I'm charged up, guys, like no other. The brain has really settled enough, and it's back to present to you the best that you guys deserve. Now yesterday, you know, if I told you watch my player ratings, Sabitzer came in through as my man of the match. You know that very well. And you know, most of you will say maybe Lisandro Martinez, others Bruno Fernandes, some will say David De Gea for that save. But obviously, to me, I believe it was Sabitzer because he performed well on the day and he had the best to really showcase on the field of play. I think he played his best game for Manchester United ever, according to the game that's been playing in for Manchester United, having had a knee injury at the international break, and we thought that maybe he's not going to come and feature in the games you're going to play. He was available, played close to, were they 80 minutes in the game of Newcastle, then he also had to play some good minutes, close to 70 minutes as we played against a team called Brentford yesterday. Now, after that result, Erik Ten Hag today morning had the following to say about Marcel Sabitzer, that Sabitzer last night was very good. I can't say this midfield trio was bad, not at all. It was very good. So to me, I think Sabitzer has started to give Erik Ten Hag a reason to sign him at Manchester United. You know, we might be wanting other players, you know, but there are things that cannot allow us to get in players like Frankie de Jong. He doesn't want to come to he might or he might not be wanting to come to Manchester United, but even if we wanted to sign him, it's a deal that's going to lag on a little bit, you know. If we are to go ahead and really start off the season on a high, we need to get close to 80% of our signings before the preseason. That's it. As we fly to America, Ten Hag must be having all his players, almost 90% of his players once. Close to 3 or 4 signings should have landed at Old Trafford, and I think Sabitzer, with the rate at which he's performing with the rate at which Sabitzer is putting in his shift, I think Ten Hag is trying to get convinced, and he knows that he's a quality player. You know, I think he's a player that you sell Scott McTominay and you feel like, all right, yeah, let me get 18 million pounds, pay it to Bayern Munich, and get in Sabitzer to come in and play that role, because he has gone ahead to show to us that he better fits into this team. And yesterday, for the very first time, Ten Hag played him as a number 10, and he really played very well, to an extent that he went ahead to excite the former Arsenal legend known as Ian Wright. And Ian Wright, while talking the Premier League productions, he had the following to say, that you have to say Sabitzer came up with the goods today with the assist, and in certain other areas he was getting into pockets, making some nice little moves, and always making himself available. He got taken off in the end, but I thought he did more than enough tonight. All right, you know, I think for the very first time I've seen Sabitzer getting a lot of hails from the sorry about that. I was stretching a little bit. So for the very first time, I've seen Sabitzer getting lots of hails from the pundits that really analyze this game of football when it's done. And Ian Wright is one of those that is going to hate to appreciate the player. And as I told you, even if United doesn't go in for Sabitzer, trust me, there are some other Premier League clubs that will go in for him because he has gone ahead to show that he's really a quality player. And I think for his first goal he scored for Manchester United, they never give him a lot of hell. Do you know why? We are going to the international break, but if at all we were still continuing in the league, I think it would have been so much important for him to be hailed, because he scored the second goal as Bruno scored the penalty, and then Bruno scored the winner. So Sabitzer, the quality he exposed today, yesterday night, I think it just calls in for him to start against Everton in that same position. So I don't know how Erik ten Hag is going to do this, but I see something different altogether on how we are supposed to line up, because Eriksen is going to be back. So it's going to be a decision for him to make whether to play Eriksen alongside Scott McTominay and Bruno ahead of them, or to play Sabitzer ahead of them. So I think it might be Bruno Fernandes, Sabitzer, and Scott McTominay, because the manager is telling us that the trio performed very well on the day. And when you look at how things are really happening at Manchester United, the only thing that can help us to boost our squad early enough is to go in for players like Sabitzer, already not a novice in the team of Manchester United. He's cheap. He's better than Fred. He's better than Scott McTominay. And for Eriksen, I think if he really keeps in this league for very many games, I think he can really even reach the levels of Eriksen, because for him, he offers a lot than Eriksen. Eriksen is all about giving you control of the game, linking the midfield with the attack, creating assists, set pieces. But Sabitzer can do all of that, and obviously add in what we call the intensity, the blocks, the battles, the fighting in the midfield, things that Eriksen cannot do. And I remember very well that goal of Bukayo Saka scores against Manchester United when we are at the Emirates Stadium. If it's Sabitzer into that role, he at least goes hard for Saka and really puts him a little bit out of position to really shoot at the goal of Manchester United. So Eriksen gave Saka some shooting space, because he's not so good at really tackling and really winning such duels. But for Sabitzer, we 100% know that those are really going to come in through thick and fast. Now, after that, looks like the manager Erik ten Hag had something to say about his trio, and this trio is the one that really excited us a lot during the preseason, and the manager really likes it a lot. But the problem is, Sancho found himself in a position of not being mentally stable, and he was sent to rehabilitation center in Netherlands. Then later, Martial has been an injury-prone player on and off, and you cannot guarantee him even to play the game of Everton, because you never know what's going to happen to him into the training sessions you're going to carry out today and Friday, to see to it that we prepare for that game. So Erik ten Hag has gone ahead and really hinted about that trio that might be his dream trio, and he said, I think we can also take into account in this discussion, this debate, Sancho. We have a very good line of attack. So he's talking about Anton Martial, Rashford, and Sancho, and he says we have a very beautiful line of attack. And to me, if those three can combine together and play well, no team can stop them. To me, I believe they're unstoppable. They are unstoppable, and let no one lie to you that those three are really unstoppable. Those three are really stoppable. They are really unstoppable. I remember in the season of 2019-2020, when Martial was playing with Marcus Rashford, Martial scored 23 goals a season, and Rashford came in through to score 22 goals a season in that season, and was even rewarded. So it shows you how important these players are, and their quality is unquestioned. The only thing that Sancho was not doing well was him to track back. But right now, he's tracking back, and obviously, if he starts doing that occasionally, he'll find himself into the starting positions of every game that you're going to play at Old Trafford and away at Old Trafford. So, Martial, Rashford, and Sancho are really a very good trio that, if at all it really finds a team that is really having a very good midfield that can link the midfield to the attack, then we will be good to go, and obviously put in a shift that is really well deserved and required. So for me, Martial, Rashford, Jadon Sancho, they are really a relief, and they are really a very good team that you need to reckon with every time you are really thinking of who is going to play into the three forward positions of United. And for Erik ten Hag, he needs to know that this is really a very good a very good season and timing for them, because with 10 games to go, if we win all of them, we get 88 points. So what is it all about? And I think we need to find ourselves in a position of winning such games to consolidate or to solidify our top 4 position. Now today, there are some of the beautiful pictures that your eyes would have liked to catch, and it's all about Eriksen. That is Eriksen training today in the Manchester United jersey. That is him. This is Casemiro. He's returning on Thursday. That is next Thursday as we play Sevilla. Then in the domestic league, he'll first play the game of Brighton versus Manchester United away at Wembley, and that's going to be the semi-final of the FA Cup. That is Casemiro for you. Now, the other players, Eriksen training, and this is Kobe Mainoo, and this is Eriksen back in training of Manchester United. Some great news for the club. Look at Anton Martial looking at him as he really passes the ball. And this is Facundo Pellistri. That is Christian Eriksen for you, and I really love the way he really plays. So his return is good news to us, because we are getting more and more options in the midfield, because we are left with only Fred, Scott McTominay, Bruno Fernandes, and Sabitzer, and we need more. Those other 2 left to return to make it full are really indicated into the match squad, and that is Casemiro and Donny van de Beek. Those are the only 2 left to come up and really make our midfield complete. So I believe that Eriksen has a lot of things to add to the game, and Erik ten Hag knows it. He has gone ahead to describe him as a quality player, but the battle is going to be who is going to be benched, who is going to be started between Sabitzer and Eriksen. That's another huge battle that the manager needs to really work out. I had promised you a video of how to line up with Eriksen, Sabitzer, Bruno Fernandes, and Casemiro in the same team. Sorry about that, but as it stands, I think tomorrow I might really work on it to bring it to you onto your screen. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Your thoughts onto Sabitzer starting convincing Erik ten Hag, and then secondly, there is a trio that ten Hag has talked about: Anton Martial, Rashford, and Sancho. Your thoughts about that are welcome in the comment section below. And the return of Christian Eriksen, who is really back in training of United. I've shown you the photos, and what do you think about him? Should ten Hag start him in the game of Everton? Yes or no? So that is it for you right now. Second video of the day, and more is yet to come. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Muslim friends and subscribers, Ramadan Kareem. I sign out for now. See you later.